I was having a conversation with Dolores about making faux Sunprints using the jelly plate and blue ink. And I told her I had some Sunprint kits around somewhere, and I just found them. And I knew they were old, but the date on these is 1975. Now the first hint that they're not going to work is that the plexiglass plate that you put over the plants or whatever, the protective coating on there was, you know, just kind of like melted into the plastic. But I soaked it for about a half an hour and I got the protective coating off. And now I'm going to go collect some things to put on the plate and see if these Sunprints are going to work. The instructions on the back say to layer the acrylic sheet with your leaf and then the blue paper side up and then a piece of cardboard, and you put it in the sun for about 5 minutes until it turns white, and then you have to rinse it with water for about 1 minute, then dry on a flat surface. Okay, so here's my piece of cardboard. And let me open up. The print paper comes in this black plastic. It's still blue. I don't know what color blue. It's still like a light blue. Okay, and then you put your leaf. And then you put it on the acrylic block like that. Okay, now I'm going to go place this in the sun. Okay, we're going to leave that there for 5 minutes. Okay, that's been about 5 minutes. Now it says to rinse it in water for 1 minute. Looks like all the blue is going away. I did see some blue there. Okay, about 40 more seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I thought I saw something there, but now I don't see anything. Okay, it says lie flat to dry with the water. I don't really know what's supposed to happen. Well, I think the chemicals are just a little too old to be working, you think, right? 1975? Were you even born then? I tried another one here. See, when I pull this off, see that blue? But when I rinse it, it goes away. Should I leave it like that? I wonder if it would stay. Paper turned back blue again. Interesting. Very interesting. So you get a print. And it says rinse in water for 1 minute. And as soon as you rinse it, the print goes away. Well, I've come to the conclusion that if you have a Sunprint paper kit from 1975, it's expired. It's not going to work. And I have no idea why I did not use this, you know, like 46 years ago when I bought it. So we're going to do some faux sun printing with my jelly plate. And this one was gifted to me by Rosa. And I've only cleaned off one side of it. This was a used plate. And I picked some oak leaves. These are not diseased. They just have a little bit of white paint on them because Mr. Possum was cleaning off a paintbrush. Okay, you're going to want to place your leaves with the vein side down. So you're going to get a nice pattern on there. And you're going to want a piece of paper. And you're going to want to tape the paper to your mat. And I'll show you why in a moment. I'm using painter's tape, not that sticky masking stuff. Of course, you can always unstick some tape if you want to. This is to hold the paper in place because we're doing a two-step process. And I need to line it up with something. The edge, I guess. Probably right about there. This is an experiment. Now, I've never done this before. So you can learn along with me. I have some cheap Artist Loft paint. And that is from, who's this from? It's either Michaels or AC Moore, right? And it's a little dry. I hope this is still good. We shall see in a minute. And the color I'm using right now is turquoise. I should go get a blue tube though, right? Like I already have it all over my hand. I put too much on the plate. I put too much. Let's take a little bit off. I don't want it to be that juicy. Okay. Okay, now I have paint on both hands. And I'm working outside. This is probably going to dry fast, so I should probably move a little quicker. Where's my scratch paper? Wipe this off on. Okay, now we're going to place the leaf with the vein side down, and we're going to make a print. Get in all the little nooks and crannies there. Now, I don't know how this paper is going to work. This is heavy illustration paper, 150 pounds, used by manga artists. I brought some thinner paper out too, which I might try. Okay, so that should be good. And we're going to lift it carefully. Okay, and that's the outline. Then we're going to carefully pull this off. And now we want the inside of the leaf to print. So we're going to lay it back down. And see what we get. Pull it up carefully, and we've got the pattern of the veins. I think I still use too much paint, so I'm going to try this again. Okay, now I'm trying this with a different color. and a fern frond. Wow. Hope that comes out. It looks beautiful on the plate. I used less paint, and I'll probably get, I hope, a better print. More paint is not better. This is thick paper. I want to give it a minute to absorb. Oops. Really sticking to the plate. Oh, it got off center a little bit. So we're going to try it again. Okay, I think the problem with not getting this lined up properly the second time is that I had the protective cover on the gel plate, and so it was sliding around when I was pulling the print up. So I took that off. It's just a piece of plastic. And now this is stickier, and it should stick to that mat. So we're going to try some more prints. I am going to try again with this light blue. I'll get my paper taped down so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, I want to line this plate up before I start. Put a little bit of blue. I think my absolute favorite shape are oak leaves. My brayer just stuck to the cardboard. Okay, not too much paint. So if you're familiar with any of Matisse painting, he did a lot of things, a lot of funky shapes that remind me of oak leaves. And there's so many different kinds of oak trees, and the leaves all have different shapes, and I really love it. So let me get another one. I got two. How about two? Should we try two? Put one there. Put one there. Probably should cut off the end here so that doesn't interfere with me bending the paper, right? Okay, we're trying two oak leaves. I have my paper taped down. I use a little bit less paint. Well, probably a lot less paint, right? And hopefully the gel plate will not slide around on me this time. Now this paper, like I said, is 150 pounds. In grams, that is 250. So it's a little thick. So I gotta make sure I press down to get the coverage. And pull it up carefully so the plate does not move. It didn't move this time. And carefully lift my oak leaves. You can see the pattern of the veins, and this one I put on the wrong side. So, oh, it still has a pattern. Okay. Let's see if I can do a better job on this one. Okay, and the big reveal. Ooh, better. Ooh, I did much better that time. Much better. Okay, I'm going to try another one. I did a double fern with the aqua green, and I like how it came out. You can see all the little details. I'm going to try to do a 2-color one. I picked this 9 bark. This is a native shrub. I thought these little leaves were cute. Make a nice pattern. Try to get them all on here before the paint dries, right? Oh, wait, we want to put it the other way. Shoot. All right, I have to leave it. Down, veins go down. This might not work. I guess I should have picked all these leaves off before I started. Well, this is a learning experience. Okay, go for it. Oh, I didn't clean off the brayer. I thought I did. Sorry, this table is so shaky. It's the little patio table. Okay, the ones that were facing the right way are coming out much better. And the ones that were not facing the right way. Okay, I'm going to give this a second to dry. And then I'm going to put a different color on top. So carefully, what you do is try rolling this out without disturbing what's already on there. So I gotta go very carefully, very carefully, very carefully. Get this green on top. See, you can still see those leaves. Okay. Clean my brayer this time. Okay, carefully put this down. Voila, it came out very faint. Very faint. But I think when it dries, it might be a pretty background for something. See the blue over the green there. Maybe I need 2 colors that are a little bit more contrast. I'm going to try some multiple colors. I really haven't jelly plated for a long time. Kind of out of practice. Okay, I'm going to do some red maple leaves. I put yellow and crimson. I didn't get down there very well, did I? I don't know if it's better to use your fingers or the brayer. Yeah, it's a little better. Okay, pick that off. Pick that off. Okay, we're gonna let that dry for a second. And then I'm going to put some of this. We can do iridescent rich bronze, or we can do Renaissance gold. This is good paint. Winsor Newton Artist Acrylic. It's not the best, but it's pretty good paint. I don't know where I got this. Probably at H.C. Moore with a 40% off coupon. Either that or it was in the clearance bin, because this would have been expensive. Okay, getting all little funky stuff on my brayer here. But that's okay. Ooh, nice. Okay, now I gotta do this very carefully. Spread it around. I have no idea how it's gonna come out. Just back on. I'm gonna use my fingers this time. I was thinking of fall colors, because in New England, the sugar maples and the red maples and all the other maples we have around turn beautiful colors in the fall. We have a lot of maple trees. Of course, we have a lot of oaks, and they usually just get like a bronze color. Oop. The jelly plate's coming up. Well, some of it didn't stick. Ooh, I wonder why. It's still a very interesting print, but not what I wanted to do. Some of the color from the paper went back to the plate instead of the plate going to the paper. I like it though. I like it. I like it. Let's try another one. Well, that was a fun day, and here are my final prints. I'll probably do something with these tomorrow, but this was a blueprint that came out a little bit crooked, so I did one of the aqua colors right on top of it, and I kind of liked a little bit of the double exposure on that. And this was the green color I did with the 2 oak leaves. And I love all the little detail you can see in this one. This is one of my favorite. And the ferns. Gotta get a little darker at the edge there. But you can still see a lot of detail. And it came out really well. And this is a light blue of the 2 oak leaves. Not as much detail as the dark green one. And this one came out really funky. This was my 2 maple leaves, red maple. And I printed it, and then I went back on top of it and put some bronze over the top. And it came out, I don't know, it came out, I like it. I mean, it's not like a clear print. It's more like a painterly. And it's got some shine from the bronze and the gold on it. I like this one, even though it's not a perfect print. And the same thing with the birch leaves. I did two. I did the birch leaves on top of two of the red maple leaves. And you can actually see the outline of the red maple leaf here. And a birch leaf on top of it. And here's the other red maple and the birch leaf on top of that. So this one's very interesting. And you could see in the light, got gold, iridescent, and bronze on it. Kind of cool. I like these. And then I did the birch leaves with the red and yellow. Nice and colorful. And I like how it has this little bit of white there. It's almost like a white shadow. Gives a little bit 3D effect. And the one with the little tiny 9-bark leaves that didn't come out very distinct, I printed yellow on top of it. And it came out funky. Kind of a funky green with aqua. And this is a Solomon seal. You can see all the details in the leaves. Kind of cool. It's just plain light blue. And then this was the fern that didn't come out really well. I just printed on the back. I just did another oak leaf. Again with red and bronze. So it's got some shine to it. So there we have it. I did 10 prints. So it's 5 pieces of paper that I cut in half. And now tomorrow I'll have to decide what I'm going to do with them. So thanks for coming along today. Happy making, whatever it is you decide to make today. Bye-bye now.